Hi there, another week and another update video. So, how have things been going this past week? Well, honestly, pretty fine. If we look at how much I weigh now, we see that I've lost some weight since last week. And I'm now at basically 94.5 kilograms. And once again, this is to be expected. It's the early weeks. This kind of weight loss is not going to be possible to maintain for a long while. Right now I'm losing some water weight, and I realize that there are quite some fluctuations as well when it comes to how much you weigh during the day, depending on what you ate, how much you drink, what time of the day you measure your weight, and so on and so forth. But so far I'm pretty happy with the results. I see this weight loss as a receipt that what I'm doing is actually effective and that I'm going in the right direction, so to speak. And then we may look at how I look right now. And I don't think there is a dramatic difference really in how I look here. But I have to say that I'm starting to notice that I've lost a few pounds, because I see it sort of in my face subtly, or at least I'm imagining that I do. And I also feel it in, well, mainly my pants. They're not quite as tightly fitting as they were a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I'm losing weight. There's no denying that. But of course, that's maybe not the most important part of all this. How have I been able to keep up my new habits? And there I have to say it's gone decently. This weekend I did have a pizza for dinner once when I was with friends, and then I had a couple of beers as well. And although I think it's fine in and of itself to have these kinds of treats once in a while, I should be careful not to make it into a habit, you know. Right now I'm drinking a couple of beers maybe a few times a month. But if I make it into, say, a weekly habit, or even worse than that, then of course it's going to be a big problem. And not just because of the calories that are in alcohol, but also because alcohol is damaging to your body for many other reasons. And certainly that kind of addiction would be far worse than any kind of addiction I have with sugar or that kind of thing. So while I'm not feeling like this is a major issue at the moment, if it turns out to be something that I need to be careful of, I will start taking that into account and limit my drinking as well. Because I know for a fact that it's very easy to pick up these bad habits, and they sort of sneak up on you. Especially if it's a bad habit concerning something that is not that difficult to do, and that can be actually quite enjoyable. Besides that, I also went to McDonald's, actually. But I'm actually happy about how that whole thing went, because it was a late night. I had to pull a late night shift at work because I had a lot of grading to do. I'm a teaching assistant, or rather I'm a PhD student at my university, and that kind of position involves some teaching assistant role, and part of that role is to grade exams. And well, it's been an exam season, and now we grade exams, and it takes a long time. It is boring. It is awful in every imaginable way. And I was doing it late at night, and I needed something to eat, something quick. So I went to the McDonald's next door to the university, and normally I've gone there in the past, and normally what I would do previously was I would order this full meal. Where you have a burger, you get some fries, and then you get a drink as well. Now, normally I don't like, say, soft drinks or anything like that, so I usually just take water anyway. But this small, what should you call it, cup of French fries, that's something I always ordered together alongside with a burger. But now I sat down and thought about it for a while before actually going to McDonald's, and I thought to myself that, well, I don't really need those French fries to feel full. It's rather, I bought them within the meal just because it was a meal and because I like French fries. But really, they're not necessary for me to feel full from McDonald's burger. I can eat a burger from McDonald's and I'm fine. I'm going to be full. So I decided to just order the burger, nothing more. And it was fine. I'm full after one burger. So why order those extra fries? And this is something I've noticed many times now with other things as well, that society really tries to get you to pick these unhealthy options so many times, and it's actually quite disheartening, because we know that it's bad to eat too much sugar. We know it's bad to eat lots of pre-processed foods and stuff like that. And yet, every single day when we go into a store, we get these ads all over the place. You can buy some candy, you can buy some snacks. Oh, it's a sale, it's cheap, it's all in your face all the time. And I don't know, it's dirty. And the thing with McDonald's meals as well, it's kind of dirty the way they do it. A burger is a full meal in and of itself, but McDonald's frames it so that a meal is actually not just a burger, it's a burger and then some. And this is something to be very careful about because it's all over society. Food companies, they want to make money by selling you food, and sometimes that food they're selling is not very good for you, but they still want to sell you that food, so they're gonna try to play on your impulses, especially when it comes to fast food and unhealthy foods, like unhealthy drinks, unhealthy snacks, more explicitly candy and stuff like that. They really have these marketing tricks, like placing all the candy right next to the cash register, so just so that people will take something while on the way out. It's really dirty and something to be very vigilant about. But I'm very happy that I haven't really fallen to that quite yet. I've managed to stay the course, so to speak, when it comes to not eating snacks or eating candy in that way. Now, say what you will about eating a pizza, but a pizza, at least, it's actually food, it's actually a meal. And while it's junk food, well, you can eat it and feel full. But if you eat a bag of candy, I know from experience, you eat the whole fucking bag, and you don't feel full. 1 hour later, you can eat another bag. And then another bag. It never ends for me. But I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. It's just something that I wanted to remark upon. That beware. It can be sort of dangerous out there if you're being careless, and maybe more importantly, if you're being naive about society and what it pushes on you. Because this health journey that I'm on right now, it's not just about losing weight, although the weight is a nice touch and it's a nice receipt that means that I can see how well I'm doing. But society basically goes, oh, you should be thin. And then you have these advertisers and these companies really pushing these unhealthy foods on you. And nobody really goes over how you should do to eat healthy. It's actually quite a vicious cycle. Society tells you on the one hand that you should be thin, that's the only way to be beautiful. And on the other hand, you have these companies just pushing these bad foods on you. And of course, this means that a lot of people, they're not going to be thin because they don't know how to actually live a healthy lifestyle. They just hear that they should be living these healthy lifestyles, but they never learn how to do it. And nobody's really pointing them in the right direction, if we're being honest. So, yeah, this was more of a rant than anything else, but, well, at least I'm doing fine for now. So yeah, let's see how things are going next week as well. Goodbye.